Welcome to the Marriage Be Like podcast. We're your hosts, Kenny
and Kenya.
And we are so glad that you are joining us today. Listen, this podcast is here to discuss love and relationships, life topics, and how to navigate through it all.
Disclaimer, we are not specialists or counselors or professionals in these fields. We are a married couple who's got 27 years of life experiences under our belt. We hope to open some discussions, build communication, and plant some seeds. So sit back, enjoy, and let's have a conversation and grow together. Welcome to another episode of the Marriage Be Like podcast.
Welcome.
I think you know who I am. I'm Kenya.
I am, and I'm Kenny.
I feel like we don't have to go through the spiel every time. You know what I mean?
Every time.
Yeah, every time. Yeah. Even for those who are watching, even for those who are listening for the first time.
Watching, listening,
I'm
whatever.
Kenya, the female voice.
Oh, yeah, because I don't have a female voice.
That's correct. You got the heavier voice.
Yes.
That's correct. Well,
yes.
Look, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you coming on. We
Absolutely.
appreciate you listening, watching us on YouTube, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
We are on all platforms of
That's
social
right.
media. We are, well, we're not on TikTok, but we are also on many platforms for podcasting.
That's right.
You can check them all out. And on Thursdays, if you're listening to us on Thursday on Envision Radio.
Yes, envision-radio.com.
We thank you. We appreciate you. And to tell your friends, and this is just if you have found us for the first time. If you are repeat, we love you. We don't just thank you.
Yeah.
We love you because you all are helping us out. We're helping us get the word out, helping us to do what we feel called to do, and that is to help marriages be their best.
Relationships.
Yes, relationships.
Yeah, because you always say this is not just a marriage podcast.
I do. I say that because people get on to me. Is it just I'm not listening if it's just a marriage podcast.
Right.
I've had several people tell me that.
Yeah.
But I feel like the things that we talk about are not just for marriages. If you are in a committed relationship, these things go for you too.
You're right. I agree.
If you argue, then we've given things about arguing.
Yes.
So that you're not arguing anymore. You're discussing.
It doesn't matter who you're arguing with.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct. Because I gave an example about how I used some of these tips and tricks on my son when we were having a discussion that we didn't agree upon.
Wait, you said tips and tricks. So did you trick your son?
I did not trick him. No.
I mean, that's the way it sounded. So.
I like to call it tips and tricks. It's just is what it is. You just have to deal with it.
Yeah, better than what we were calling them rules.
Yes, we were calling them rules, but it's more like a cheat sheet kind of a deal.
Yeah.
So okay. So that basically is our spiel, and we're going to thank you again. Make sure that you like, share, follow, all the things.
And subscribe.
There we go. I knew I was missing one.
Yeah.
Make sure you do all of them, and then also, it won't hurt to verbally tell your friends and family.
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Word of mouth still works.
Hey, it does. It does.
Yes.
We have no problems with referrals.
None at all. None at all.
Okay, so today, I would say last week, our topic was rebranding your marriage.
Yes, rebranding. That's right.
Rebranding, we discussed what that means. Mm-hmm. Kind of a reset. And that's all I'm giving you. You have to go back and listen. You have to go back and watch.
Yeah.
But today, our topic is rebranding your marriage spiritually.
Oh.
Yes, we've got a little extra something in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can rebrand your marriage and not say anything to God about it.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to leave him out. So, and he's the most important part.
Yeah. You know what? God is love.
Yes, he is.
Is he not?
He created it.
That's right. So in that case, why would we not want to rebrand with him involved?
There you go. Yeah. So we gave you part 1 last week. This is part 2.
Yep.
All right. So did we get through everything, babe?
I think so.
Oh, go back and listen and watch the other. Did I say that already?
Yeah. But you know what? You can go back. We didn't give the website, which is marriagebelike.com. Yeah, so you can check out the website. You can see more of our episodes.
Yes.
Yeah. And then what's really neat.
What's neat?
What we have on the website.
Okay.
You can go there and you can actually see the current episode of the YouTube.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So as soon as you pull it up, it's there.
There you go. You don't even have to search for it. You don't have to look. You go straight to our website.
Yeah, the video is right there on the middle. Right.
All right, perfect. So let's keep going. Let's ask a few questions. What is your current spiritual life like as a couple? And do you know?
Ooh. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Let that marinate. I'm going to go on to the next question. Okay. Should you improve your personal spiritual life? Does that matter as a couple?
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'm ready to talk about that one.
All right, here's another one.
Okay.
Does committing more to your spiritual life help your marriage?
Okay. I'm ready.
So those are some things we're going to talk about today. Let's see. You want to dig on in, babe?
Let's dig in.
Okay. So take a moment. Look at your personal spiritual life. What does it look like?
What does my
Don't watch the dramatics of my husband.
What? I mean,
left to right, eyes all in the air.
if that's how you think, I wonder, right?
Normally you think with a frown, so I guess I'll take this. You're right.
Thank you. Yeah. So,
I'm like, what you thinking about? What's wrong with you?
I mean, because how many times do you get on to me about that?
I do all the time. I do. You're right. So, can you improve? I'm not going to necessarily ask that you all tell us that because it's such a personal situation.
Right.
You can just say, yeah, I can improve because I think we all can improve it.
Okay. Yeah.
But if you are at a point where you're like, you know what, I've already done this part. I don't feel like I need to improve.
Mm-hmm.
We might have another issue.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm just going to put that on out there. If you feel like you don't need improvement on your spiritual life, then yeah, that's something I can't help you with. Only Jesus can.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what about priorities? Is your spiritual life a priority personally?
Okay.
We're talking about personal part first because it starts with you.
It does. I agree. And now for the record, all right, if you missed it, we have 3 parts on priorities in our marriage.
Yes, we did.
You know, and one of them, well, if you go back and check it out, you'll see how our spiritual life actually is where we fall or where we place it.
Yes.
So the question that you ask now is our spiritual life personally, is it a priority?
Right.
Right.
It's kind of piggybacking off of the priorities.
Yeah. I think that for me, it's like the highest priority personally. And I know that I had mentioned before that just about everything that I do is all about service to God's people.
Yes.
And so I've dedicated a lot of time and I know sometimes you get on my case because I do so many different things and I spend so much time doing certain things that and I don't take it as because I spend my time in service to God. I don't take that as you saying I'm doing too much for God, right? So I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that I commit a lot of time.
Yes.
And because of that, it is a priority, or it is a priority. So I do.
But now I have a specific question for you because you just explained how you commit a lot of time to God, but through the work.
Yeah.
My question really is, what's your priorities to God personally, not through the work?
Okay, so I get it. So because I'm doing service for other people,
yes.
What am I doing for my relationship?
And there's the question.
Yeah.
What are you doing for your relationship with Christ?
Yes.
And then, is it enough? Can you improve?
Mm-hmm.
Also, is it a priority?
Mm-hmm.
And then, does it help your marriage?
Wow. So, and you want me to answer these questions, or is this a rhetorical question? I just want to make sure.
I was just breaking down what I was really asking.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you can pick and choose what you'd like to answer.
Well, I mean, I have no issue answering any of or all of them, right? I mean, I don't know if you want me to, but
that's up to you.
Personally, my relationship with Christ, right, is an ongoing communication.
Yes.
I've learned, and it's not something that I can actually give anyone a secret on how to do this, but I've learned to just listen all day.
Yeah, I've learned the same. I didn't know. Sorry, that's not my testimony. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
You can share.
No. I want you to finish. Go ahead.
Okay. I've learned to just listen all day. And, because sometimes when we communicate, right, and we talk about, when I say we could communicate, the first thing we think of is prayer.
Yes.
Right. And we'd however you do that, some feel like, oh, you're not praying till you get on your knees or get in a closet and all that. But
You're just tapping right into what we coming up next week. Go ahead, keep going.
But my communication with God is ongoing, and it's throughout the day. And like I say, I listen more than I speak. Because oftentimes, it's like me telling somebody who knows everything, right?
Yes.
I mean, what can I tell God? What is it that I can tell him if he don't already know?
Because he already knows.
Right,
Yeah.
because he already knows.
I personally still tell him.
No, and I'm not saying that I can't.
But then I'll be like, no, Lord, you know.
Yeah. Right. I mean, my thing is, am I don't know, for lack of a better term, wasting his time telling him something he already knows?
I mean, when you say it like that, it sounds kind of funny, but I still do. The answer is yes for me.
Yeah. I mean, now there's something therapeutic in us verbalizing, our feelings and our emotions and what's on our heart. Yeah. So that's fair. But I listen much more because I'm sure that, I know that there are things that God is trying to teach me. And how do I know that? How do I learn that unless I sit down and shut up? Right?
That's true, because it's two parts. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, it's three parts. It's speak, listen, and act.
And act. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but all three must happen.
Yeah. So what about you?
So you can't do 2 out of 3. For me, as I said, I will still explain how I feel about it. Mm-hmm. Whatever it may be, but I am usually very much in prayer throughout the day. It is a speak and listen situation.
Okay.
I'm not one who, particularly throughout the day, has to be on my knees. Mm. But a lot of times I'm still on my pillow in the bed. Yeah. When I put my feet to the floor, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Walking to the restroom. You don't, because sometimes it's like, okay, you get up and you got to go.
Right.
But I'm not going to not talk to God. So we just got to work this out. Yeah. But, and I found that he's happy with however, because I'm still putting him first. Yeah. I won't be like however, but he's definitely happy with that. And he's happy with me putting him first. He's happy with that being a priority for me in my life, because it used to not be. Okay. I'd like to say that. Yeah, it used to not be. He'd be way on down the line after I finish my day. Yeah. You know what? Let me go ahead. Oh, I forgot to. And sometimes it's let me go on to the next day because I'm tired.
Okay.
So there were, and depending upon the phases of my life, it changed quite a bit. And when you said the key word in your statement earlier to me was learned. Yeah. Learning and improving your relationship sometimes comes with trial and error.
Oh, man.
Sometimes it's not just a decision. Sometimes it's a look here. Yeah. Kind of a situation. Yes. A life be lifing kind of a situation. Yes. And then you're like, you know what? I need to make this a priority.
Right.
I need to make him a priority, because here's the thing. He makes us a priority.
I believe that.
Even though it's how many, 7 billion people in the world? We're still individually priority to him.
And you're going to have me look that up. How many people
go right ahead and look up. I just called out a number. I could be totally wrong. But my point is, all together, as simultaneously, we are still his priority. And if he can do that, then I can do my part.
Okay. You were actually pretty close. I know that was a guess.
It was a guess, yes.
Right. You said, what, 7 billion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the number for 2025 is closer to 8.25.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. 8.25, 8.23 billion.
Billion.
Yeah.
Okay. So now my question is, are you consistent? So we talked about, and we're still talking about personal. Yes. We haven't even talked about as a couple yet.
Right.
Are you consistent with what you are doing in your personal life, in your spiritual life with Christ?
Wow.
And can you improve?
Can we improve on the consistency, right?
Yes. I personally feel like that answer is always yes.
I mean, it's always yes, right? Because, I, like I say, I mean, because I say that, for me, it is a constant thing throughout the day, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, so then there is a level of consistency for me. Now, again, could it be better? Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not going to convince myself or fool myself into thinking
That
that
it can't.
right, that I'm as close to God as
You're
as
an
I could ever
angel
be.
already. Yes.
Yeah,
Practically have your wings.
yes, yeah, and a halo, and
No. We can always improve, because here's the thing: we want to get to heaven.
yeah,
And getting to heaven, living here on this earth, means improvement until you get there.
yeah.
So yes, the answer is yes. You can always improve.
I can grow. I
Yes.
can grow.
Absolutely, because you don't know what your next lesson is.
That's the
God
truth.
does.
If you already
you
knew,
don't.
there wouldn't be a lesson.
That would, or God.
Yeah,
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
yeah,
you don't know what's next in your life, and you don't know what lessons are coming. So yes, you can always improve.
yeah.
So let's go through a few things. Now, I didn't write down everything, but I wrote down some of the things that I do.
Okay.
Okay, so what does this include? You personally growing in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Bible study.
All right.
Does that include Bible study for you?
Yes. And I'll be honest with you. It maybe not as much as my just being quiet and listening.
Mm-hmm.
Now I truly believe that either way is God speaking to us.
Yes.
He can speak to us through His Word, and generally speaking, most people are not accustomed or in practice to listening.
Yes.
And hearing, and I think that becomes a challenge. But then there are times where listening and hearing actually is through the Word of God. And
thank you. I was going to say that point. I had my mouth literally open. I was just waiting on I was waiting on the break from you so I could say it, but then you said it, so I don't know how to say it.
Okay, so I closed your mouth. Yes,
literally as you said, I went.
Hey, that's a trick, guys. I learned how to close her mouth. I closed my wife's mouth.
So that brings me to meditation. You talked about how you listen to God throughout the day.
Yeah.
What about actual going into like a meditation moment or a meditation stance?
Yeah.
Meditation position.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say for me, I'm not into our new world, new age kind of meditation.
Okay, yeah. So I appreciate that. We've got to make sure there's a clarification.
Let's clarify. So I can tell you what I do.
Yeah.
My meditation comes one with silence and listening.
Mm-hmm.
But then there are times I can't shut off my brain. And I literally have to get into a sit position.
Okay.
And my sit position can be in many forms, but getting into a sit position, actually cutting on music sometimes to kind of help focus the brain for me.
Yes.
Sometimes Bible study will get me there. Sometimes it doesn't. If I'm in a stressed out kind of a state, then sometimes that may not do that for me.
Right.
But really trying to focus on the listening part. If I'm looking for an answer from God and He has not given it to me, and I'm like, okay, so I guess I'm just going to sit here.
What's the real deal?
we going to sit here together now, Lord.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just quiet sounds or ocean sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll meditate that way.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's singing that will help quiet my brain to get me to that place of listening.
Okay.
So I personally meditate.
Okay.
And I know that is not a word that the Christian community tends to use.
Right.
But to each his own.
Well, and again, this is, maybe another term that is more palatable is, just really being quiet and listening. Oftentimes we can't hear God's voice because of all the noise. Like you say, the noise in our brain because we're trying to think of what the next thing that needs to be done.
The emails I need to return. Yeah. Or, I didn't get this when I went to the grocery store. Or it can be something simple, but it can, your mind sometimes can just be going.
Yeah.
And then having to bring it down to a halt so that you can hear the voice of God and to be able to hear what it is He's trying to tell you is necessary.
Yeah.
What about reading devotions?
I know that, I think I go through seasons where I will read a devotion.
Yes.
I don't do it very often. I'll be completely honest with you. There are.
Look, I'm going to pick this one up because I actually have an example for this. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So for me, it's just it's just a season. One I may decide this month that I'm going to read a devotion, but I don't read devotions very often.
What I love about this devotion, though, Echoes of Faith
Yes.
is a devotion that we co-wrote.
Yes.
There are other authors in here, and I'm going to turn the book around so that you can see.
Right.
And we each have several in this 30-day devotional.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, sometimes it's just, you read it for a time period. But that's what I like about this devotion.
Yeah.
Because I've had full year devotionals, and they did not always work for me.
Oh, okay.
So then I do really great this month reading it. And it'd be some awesome stuff.
Yeah.
2 months later, I'm not reading no more because I'm doing something else on my list.
Absolutely.
To be able to get close to God. But then I'll come back in another month later, and I'm happy about that. Now, because of that, I'll read that one devotion. It might take me 3 years.
Okay.
Because I never got through it all because I had my phases.
Yes.
But that's why I like this Echoes of Faith devotional, because it's a 30-day.
Yeah.
Then I can go back and say, you know what? I remember what Liz wrote.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back and reread that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
There's notes in here so that you can put down, I don't know if y'all can see that, but so that you can put down the information that you've learned, that you've read. Dr. Carla Jarvis, she wrote something. I said, I need to go back. She was one that I definitely had to go back and read. So give it a shout out while I'm here. Let me give a shout out to all those from Envision Radio.
Yes.
Who helped put this book together, who helped Dr. Julia Royston, I think I'm saying her name wrong. Let me go back and actually read it. Dr. Julia Royston. Right. Okay. Yeah. She, and I'm going to put up her picture. Mm-hmm. She was the innovator for this book, her and Liz Cannon. So I thank you all for that. And on the front of it says, Echoes of Faith, 30-day devotional, Our Father, which art in heaven.
Yes. And
then, of course, at the bottom, it says all the things that it features. The book is great, actually, and everyone brought their own individual testimonies, which tends to be what devotionals are.
Right,
You've got scripture, you've got testimonies, you've got notes in there that you can write in. So great titles, and that's what I like about a smaller or shorter devotional, if that makes sense.
Yeah, the one thing about devotionals, because some people will wonder, why would I invest or even invest time in reading a devotional, right? Sometimes there are object lessons within them where we see the work of God in some simple things that we may not recognize. Generally, we take for granted a lot of things, and just the idea we believe or hold things to be certain things to be really true, and but the way we look at certain things, we can definitely apply them to our relationship with God and how we can trust Him.
Yes. Another one I'll do is a verse of the day.
Okay.
On my Bible app.
Yes.
And now they've got the short videos that go along with the verse of the day.
Okay.
No, it won't take you but 2 minutes for that. So you need something a little more, in my personal opinion. But sometimes that gets me going, if that makes sense. Yeah. It'll take me into a study, or it'll take me into a meditation, or into a song to get me, to give me that time that I need with Christ.
Right.
Listening to music, I talked about that one. Reading, listening, and video. Okay, yeah, that was pretty much all the ones that I do.
Yeah.
So do you do any others, babe?
Let's see. What else do I do? I mean, outside of, what I really enjoy sharing with people.
Okay, yes.
Sharing with
testimonies.
People. Yeah, and then oftentimes, here's what's amazing, because I have practiced listening to God and allowing God to move, right? I do this when I sing.
Yes.
Right? I tease when I say, oh yeah, well, I can sing a song, and after the song is over, I couldn't tell you what I did because because I didn't do it.
You're
right
in the moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
And sometimes speaking with someone to try to encourage someone, I don't know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, you're in the mode of listening.
Yeah,
so that you can give the right words to that person.
Right.
Yes.
So that really, and for me, I feel like all that does is just exercises my my communication with God. Listening and then sharing, and then sometimes there are lessons that I learn even, you know what I'm saying?
While sharing?
Yeah, I would say something and then be like, I didn't realize that.
Yes, and yes.
But I said it, right?
And sometimes I'll use that lesson the next day to turn around and do my devotional.
Okay.
So because I'm like, okay, you know what, Lord, you blessed me in this conversation, and I may not have had the time at the time to go into speaking to him, to go into prayer. But I remembered the lesson in the midst of having that testimony. So then the next day I can say, okay, Lord, go ahead and let's break this down.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to go into our segment, babe?
Yes.
I'm going to let you do it because I've done a lot of talking.
Oh, yeah. So
that was your hint.
And what's funny about that, I boasted on how I got you to close your mouth, but you kept on
your
going.
turn.
All right, so listen, our segments, just like our games, just an opportunity for us to be able to spark some communication amongst each other. Sometimes we learn a lot about each other. The games are just a fun way to really kind of learn more about each other and pick on each other. How about that?
Yes.
Yeah, so, but our segments, and we have various different ones that we do each week. This one is What Made Me Smile Today.
Yes.
What made me smile today? And we don't discuss these things before we talk about them. So she don't know what I'm finna say, and I don't know what she finna say.
I'm not gonna say the word
finna,
but yes, we don't know. We don't know what each other's gonna say.
Yeah. So anyway, so it's gonna be a little surprise, and you get to see this real time.
Yes, or hear real time.
Yes. So who goes first?
You.
Me. Okay. All right. So. What made me smile, I reflected on something that happened yesterday.
Okay.
Right. I got home from work. Right. And I don't know what my deal was. Right. Because it really, I didn't have a rough day working.
You just weren't yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was quiet. I didn't say anything. I walked in the house. I said hello to you.
Yes.
Right? Did I give you a kiss? I think I did. And I brought you a gift.
You did.
I brought you a gift.
Yes, you did.
So, and then I sat down and didn't say a word after that. And you kept asking me, you okay? I'm like, yeah. I was just, and then later, I decided I wanted to watch the football game. So, and since you don't like football.
And I was watching Hallmark.
Oh man. Anyway, so I got up and I went into the bedroom and I sat on the bed. I laid on the bed until I could watch the football game. And later you came in and you laid there with me. And you didn't press me for any other questions. You just laid there. And that really... What?
Nothing. I guess I didn't realize I didn't ask any questions.
I mean, you didn't.
I didn't realize that.
I mean,
I'm always got some questions.
Yeah, you always do. Always.
Just because my name is Kenya.
I mean, man. No, but no, yes. You didn't say anything. You didn't try to cheer me up or anything. You showed me a video that you watched, and I enjoyed the video. The video was good. And but yeah, you just let me sit there. And I wasn't sulking. Was I sulking? I wasn't sulking, was I?
I didn't feel like you were. You were just off.
Yeah.
I can't really describe it.
So what made me smile was the fact that, I feel much, much better today. But no, what made me smile was that you allowed that moment you know what I'm saying? You allowed me to be in that moment, to be who I was then. So I don't even know who I was then. Right. And I'm being a little vulnerable and transparent there, but I don't know what it was, but I was happy to be there. I was happy that you were there with me, and really, you didn't. Sometimes we overdo in an effort to try to help, right? I mean, that's just what happens. Sometimes we overdo.
Yeah,
we do too much.
I would have to agree. And that's probably more on my end.
Yeah, you do a whole lot trying to help. I don't want your help. So, but no, that's what made me smile. Like, hey, you know what? She didn't try to fix it.
Yeah.
And again, I've had some rest and I'm better and I'm good. So,
You sounded much better first thing this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, no, so what made me smile is that, you took a different approach this time.
Okay. You're welcome, babe.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that's what I was doing.
Yeah.
It's like, let's hang out a little bit.
Yeah.
That was what my thought was, but I'm glad it worked out for you.
Yeah.
All right, so my
Your
turn.
Your turn.
Mine wasn't one that happened today, though.
Okay.
It happened the other day. And I was reading the text message because we were communicating with someone, and I don't want to call her name. Okay, so she and I had been talking about a project that we're working on.
Okay.
Or a project that we're planning. I'll put it that way.
Yes.
So in the midst of planning that project, some ideas came to me and I wanted to present them to her. But we've been so busy, we just haven't been able to come together to talk about it. Right. So I said, you know what, while I'm texting you, while we both have a few moments, let me just go ahead and tell you in a text briefly what my ideas were. Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
And when she responded in more of a shout and praise kind of a text message.
Oh.
Because she was like, the ideas that you're giving were not of flesh and blood. Because they were mentioned, two of them at least, were mentioned to her already.
Oh.
So she was like, look, this needs to happen.
Okay.
And I was like, well, some of these, I don't know that I can completely do, but I can be of assistance. I could be of help. Particularly professionally, doing photography, video, that kind of thing.
Yes.
But she was just impressed because then for her, it was a confirmation that she needed to do this project.
Okay.
Yeah. Or some form of project.
Yeah.
For her story.
Yeah.
And that made me smile because it confirmed to her story needed to be told. It confirmed to me my meditation and listening.
See, you know what? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm done.
Are you okay? So that goes back to what we were saying earlier, right?
Yes.
I know this is a segment, but we're talking about that constant communication with God, right? And you said that here, but I mean, I don't ever attribute anything that I say to my own imagination.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or my own knowledge or my own wisdom, because this is God's wisdom. Yes. Anything that I say is all of his wisdom. So then even in what you just explained or expressed, to me, that is your communication with God, your relationship with God.
That is correct. And it actually made me tear up reading her text.
Wow.
Because the affirmation of it all.
Yeah.
And yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll leave it there.
Okay.
All right. So you want to take us into our next portion of our topic, babe?
Yes. So shifting our mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Shifting our mindset. What is the current spiritual life like as a couple? For real.
Yes. So before we were talking about personally and what you do on your own for your own personal spiritual growth.
Yes.
Now we're talking about as a couple.
And I like how you say that, for real.
For real.
Because, sometimes we kind of fool ourselves into thinking that, we're doing enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because can you do too much in growth spiritually?
I don't believe so.
I don't believe so either, because we're trying to become perfect beings and we're trying to get to heaven. Yeah. So we don't know all the sin that we have.
Right.
Or that we're exposed to.
Right. And, again, if we believe in an infinite God and one who is
limitless power.
Yes. All knowing, then, you know what? We're not doing enough if we ain't all knowing.
Yes. So, yes, there's always room for improvement.
Always room.
So then the question is, what again, babe?
What is your current spiritual life like as a couple?
And then my note says, think for real.
Yes.
Because having your own thing with God is different from having your thing together with God.
Yeah.
Being, equally yoked.
Mm-hmm.
That comes in so many versions. It's kind of like a spectrum. Mm-hmm. Because being equally yoked or even unequally yoked is what I used to hear pretty much more than anything growing up. But you can be unequally yoked spiritually. I think that's a portion that we don't say all the time. But coming together and making sure that you are together in how you feel and your thoughts toward God is a powerful thing.
Right.
And you don't know where you are or where your spouse is rather, until you sit and come together and discuss it.
Yeah.
You know, in cases of your spouse doesn't build their spiritual life, then what?
Mm.
You know, what happens then?
Yeah.
Personally, I feel like that's where you kick in more because, and I'll just say me, if I feel like I am doing halfway decent in trying to get closer to God personally, and my husband is not, or he's missed a bunch of days, or he doesn't do a devotion, or he ain't opened the Bible in 6 months, then my responsibility in my marriage is to build my husband up and vice versa.
Yeah.
Spiritually, so that we can come together and feel on one accord.
Yes.
Because we're one.
Yes.
We're a union. So then you don't want a separation in that area.
So now let me ask you this then. Does that mean then that we cannot walk together at different paces?
No, I think that we can. Okay. But I think that prayer helps us come to that same pace.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think
we should be close.
Yeah.
Does that?
Yes.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, and there are times where people are of different religions. But in my opinion, that doesn't mean that you can't still have a strong spiritual foundation in your marriage.
Okay.
If you both worship Christ, then why can't you be on the
right?
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So I personally feel like, and I'm saying personally, I personally feel like that is where one prays for the other. One fast for the other. And I can say, and you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and put it on out there. That's what I did. That's what I did when I felt like you weren't there. There were times where you were going through things. And there were times when I was going through things and I felt like you did that for me.
Yeah.
I know I did that for you.
Yes.
And so, but you don't know that until you sit down and discuss.
Right. This is true. It's true. Yeah.
All right. So with the items listed earlier, okay, they help you stay focused on God and look. Now, what do they look like as a couple? So then let's say, for instance, I said that I meditate, and I'm just going to go back to that because that's not what you said that you do.
Right.
You said that you more on the listen side.
Yes.
So my actions focus more into a meditative state than just listening. So we do different things.
We do.
Not that I don't also listen.
Right.
We just have different ways of getting there and getting close to Christ.
So, okay.
For those moments.
So then your question really, now
how do we come together
to do that?
Yes.
Yeah. You know, and you said with the items listed earlier, right? And we're talking about the what it does include, right? The Bible study, meditation, reading devotions,
correct,
verse of the day, music. So, and that's, you know, the video that you played for me last night, right? That was like a gospel music video.
It was. It was.
You know, not your traditional one, right? But that's what made it so beautiful because it was a little different.
It was a little unorthodox.
Yeah. But I think, you know, being able to share with each other these things, you know, another one of our segments is what moved me this week.
Yes.
Right. Did I say it right?
I think so, but okay. I got your point.
Yeah, because I know I say it wrong all the time. Right. And it was an idea that I shared.
It was yours, yes. So you just can't remember the title.
Yeah, it's all right. I rename it every time. But what moved me this week, right, as a segment is an opportunity for us to share, right, how we have been moved spiritually.
Yes.
You know, and a lot of times it's you know, it's about what we've seen in the day or throughout the week, an opportunity to share like a devotion. Right. And it's not reading the devotion, right? But it is really taking a daily object lesson.
Correct.
And sharing with each other, yeah.
I know for us, I would say that music is our connector.
Okay.
We're both music heads. It just is what it is.
No, I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I laugh at this, right? Because on the episode with Pastor Stokes and Missy Stokes.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
and we started talking about favorite music,
Yes.
and y'all just berated me, or I don't even know what y'all did to me because I don't listen to as much music as you do. You know, like Missy, you don't listen to music in the car. You don't listen to music at home. You know, or she even went. You don't listen to gospel music. You know, and it's like, what? I do. You know, maybe not when you do or how you do, but yes, I do. You know, but anyway. We do have that connection.
Yes, we do. That is our connection, and that's what I would say keeps us spiritual as a couple.
Okay.
Because in a sense, I don't necessarily like to say I'm a musician because I currently don't play any instruments.
But isn't your voice an instrument?
Yes, it's an instrument.
Somebody had to educate me on that. You know, I mean, if your voice is an instrument, then you are a musician, right? I mean, you use an instrument to make music.
I do. But I just don't necessarily say I'm a musician. And the reason why is because most times when people say if you say you're a musician, then people are going to ask you what you play.
My voice is what I play.
And I'm not very confident with that either. I'm a background singer, kind of.
Okay.
In my head, I'm a soloist. But in my and at home, I'm a soloist. But in my actions on stage, I'm a background singer. So, you know, the other piece ain't quite came out all the way. So,
well, you know, you say that at home, at least you don't sing to the top of your lungs in the shower, you know?
I don't. But I do in my closet.
Yeah. But the closet, you know, I do in
my closet. I do in prayer time.
I can close the door in the closet. And because there's so many clothes in the closet, you know,
just sucks up the noise. It's great.
Yeah. So go ahead. Go to the closet, make all the noise you want.
My son caught me one night. He was like,
Yeah. Now that's the thing though. I won't. If I'm singing around the house, it's when no one is home.
Yeah, that's usually what happens. But he came home in the midst of the song.
Yeah,
so it just is what it is.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
But
to me.
yeah, well, it was kind of embarrassing. He never actually said anything. I just heard him by the door.
Okay.
He was probably shocked.
Which one was this? Caleb? It had to be Caleb.
It had to be Caleb.
To do something like that. He's just going to walk in and just stand there and watch you.
He didn't even walk in. My door was shut. I could hear and feel his presence by the door.
Yeah.
And then he walked away onto his room.
Yeah. Well, Elijah would say something.
Elijah would absolutely say something, yes.
Yeah. And be rude about it, but you know.
And maybe not. You know, one, it was a song that he had, and I was singing Richard Smallwood, old school Richard Smallwood.
Okay.
And one of the songs, I was listening to it while cleaning the house or cleaning my room. And one song, I don't remember the song.
Boo.
It's not coming to me at the moment.
Which is surprising. You said he didn't know the song?
He didn't know the song, yeah.
Caleb, I mean, as young as he is an old soul, right?
He is an old soul, but I'm pretty sure. Again, we did not talk about it at all.
Never said a word.
Never said a word.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he didn't. You are my dwelling house.
Okay.
In time of trouble, through the storm. I'm saying the wrong words.
Oh, yeah.
I give you praise.
Yeah.
So I doubt that he knew that song.
Okay.
So I was singing. I was like, oh, I hadn't heard this in forever, you know. But then it took me into a worship.
Yeah.
It took me into a devotional and praise and worship on my own in my closet.
Yeah.
And so I had to take, I was doing laundry. That's what it was. I was doing laundry.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, my point is there are times where we do use music to bring you to that point.
Yeah.
And for us, our connecting point is music.
Yes.
I may not get that from sitting down with you in a devotional.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Which I personally like to do my devotionals by myself.
Yeah.
It's my personal preference.
Yeah. I look up and you got another book saying by the bed, and it's like, okay, this has nothing to do with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, the woman who,
or Bible promises for women. That's what I think. I think it's entitled.
Like, I'm not reading that.
It's true. Yeah, no, I will generally get something for women.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I personally like to do my devotionals on my own.
Okay.
And then we can come together later and discuss different things or, have a song that brings us to a moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I know I got to talking again. Go ahead, babe.
Oh, all right. So it puts the responsibility where it belongs on the both of you.
Yes.
Right? I mean, it took two to get to a place of having to rebrand. meaning then we have gotten, it took both of us to get to a point where we need to shift our mindset. We need to kind of come together and refocus, reset.
Yes.
Right. It took both of us. So now it's going to take both of us to put this thing back together again.
Exactly.
Right?
And that was the point I wanted to make. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I get that. I mean, and, again, I asked the question about, though we're walking in the same direction, but just at different paces, right?
Yes.
The first thing is that we're walking in the same direction.
Yes.
I think that, just like with anything, I mean, we talked about our priorities earlier. We talk about even all of our tips and tricks that we shared, the 7-7-7
to help your marriage grow.
Yeah, it takes both of us. The 5, what was the 5-5-5?
Yes.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It takes both of us to really come together and work it out.
Yes.
And
you should feel the responsibility to do so.
Yeah.
So shifting your mindset, it's not just about your spouse or your partner. Mm-hmm. They're not the ones that got to change. They're not the only ones that got to change.
Ooh, because you said something right there, because oftentimes we look at each other and be like, yeah, I don't know where you are.
Yep. Shifting your mindset. Yeah. It is about the both of you.
Yeah.
You have to take responsibility just like you're putting responsibility on your partner. Mm. There's something there that you could do better.
Yeah.
There's something there that you did to trigger something else. Yeah. So coming together, discussing it, and trying to fix that from a spiritual aspect in order to rebrand your marriage.
And, so then as we do that, we come together, right?
Yes.
We have to also recognize and be willing to acknowledge that there has to be some changes made in our behavior.
Yes.
And as we are growing our character, right? Our spiritual reset.
Yes.
We have to build that positivity in our lives, right?
Yes.
And never lose hope that we can grow.
That's right.
And the beauty is growing together. Man, it's I remember the first time we actually really, really, really connected spiritually.
Okay.
Right? I do.
I don't. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I do. I mean, and
let's see if I remember.
Well, I mean, I remember we were sitting in the car.
Okay.
One day. And we had been married for, maybe 2 or 3 years because we had Elijah and Caleb.
Okay.
We had the boys, right? And they were pretty young, but it was sitting in the car, and I'm gonna tell you what happened. You got on my case because I said something in church. Huh. I gave a testimony in church, and this was like during church service, and I was up in front, and I said something, and you were like, I ain't never heard that before, right? Why didn't you tell me this? Mm-hmm. And I realized, you're right. Why am I not sharing with my wife how I'm growing with God? And so then right after that, I said, I'm gonna try this.
Okay.
Right. And I sat down and we had a conversation, and that conversation just grew, and I felt so filled at that moment that, I'm gonna seek this out as often as I can.
Yeah. I think once you, of course, explained once you explained, hey, I remember when we first, I did remember. I did. Because I remember I felt like I felt left out.
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm. I think you said that. Yeah.
Yeah. I felt left out because I didn't want to hear it like everybody else heard it.
Yeah. At the same
time that everybody else heard it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I had to apologize for that. And then, that's when I realized, okay, well, I can't share with the world until I share with you.
That's correct. And it also opened up our communication.
Yes.
Not just from a spiritual aspect, but in general.
Yeah, in general, yeah.
Yeah, it did.
Sure did, yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah, that was a good one, Meg.
Yeah. Now, so we talk about rebranding and things like that, right?
Yes.
But then here's a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do we need to get a counselor or a third party
I was just about to ask that question. Did you see my mouth open?
So are you saying
I'm gonna just stop doing it? I'm gonna just wait it out.
Are you saying that for a second time I got you to close your mouth?
Yes. I saw my mouth open in the camera. On the screen. I'm like, because then I realized where you're going. Yes. Is a counselor necessary? Do you need one? Should you get one? Mm-hmm. However you want to say it. And my answer is going to always be yes for that.
Really?
I feel like you can't go wrong.
I know I'm not.
You can go to a counselor, and even if, and we've had this before, we've gone to counseling,
Yes.
and he liked the counselor, and I did not.
Okay.
You don't remember that one? I saw you shift.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to remember who that was, but
Out in Madison.
okay. Yeah, because you didn't like the work that he was trying to make you.
I didn't like the work. I didn't like what he wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're good personally, but I was not a fan of that counseling style. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm trying to decide why did I like it so much more than you?
I don't know. I still can't figure that one out, but I was done. I was like, oh, we'll do a couple of these. I ain't going back though.
Wow.
I did not like that counseling style. And because I did not connect to it, it wasn't going to work for me. It just wasn't.
And, he came highly recommended.
Yes.
By someone you really trust.
That is correct. But that don't mean I had to follow that counseling form. And it did not work for me.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, so that matters.
It made me upset.
That matters, right? I mean.
I'll just be honest about it. I went in angry. I came out upset.
You can't say that there were things that we did in those sessions that helped.
I agree. So for instance, and I'll just give an example for this particular, and then we'll move on. The homework that they gave, I didn't have a problem doing homework. I actually liked the books and those kinds of things.
Okay.
But it was, I don't want to say because it may hint who it is.
Okay.
I didn't have a problem doing the homework, but it was the counseling format I didn't like.
Okay. All right.
So yeah. But wait, now I forgot what my point was. What was my point?
Well, we talk about using a third party, using counseling to help us rebrand.
Yes. Thank you. So my point was, even if you don't like the counselor, and in my situation, I did not, and he did, I still got quite a bit out of the counseling.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, I don't feel like you can lose.
Okay.
Even though it took me a while because I went in upset because I didn't like the counseling form. And really looking back, it probably was more anxiety. And when I came out, remember, we would fuss all the way home because I was just upset and I didn't like that form of counseling did not work for me.
Okay.
But because I kept the books.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if you knew this. I actually went back and did the books again.
Oh, did you?
I didn't think you knew that. I don't think I ever said that. And I actually used it in a devotional format.
Okay.
Which is when I actually got more out of it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like you can go wrong. You're going to learn something somewhere.
Okay.
So I'm still going to suggest counseling.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Will committing more to your spiritual life help improve your marriage? That was one of the questions earlier. So what do you think?
Quick answer, yes.
Quick answer, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Because accountability should come.
That's a big one, right?
Yeah.
Because there's, like you say, there's accountability in that. We grow together. And I guess this is accountability. I mean, I'm not going to do contrary to what we have discussed.
Yeah. Particularly together as a couple.
Yeah.
If we've discussed it, and I wanted to mention too, earlier I didn't say this, but when you're discussing what you want your marriage to look like in your rebranding, I think you should write it down. And I don't recall if we said that last week, but I personally, when we have rebranded our marriage, I personally made a list because it helped with the accountability.
Okay.
Not only for me to hold you accountable in what we've agreed on, but for me to be held accountable. Because if we say we want to change these 10 things in last week's conversation, well, this week I might only remember 7 of them.
Yeah.
And that's just real.
Yeah.
So I made sure that I wrote it down. Sometimes I may do a pro or con or whatever, but yeah, I like to write it down to make sure. And I'm a list kind of a gal, but I know when we rebranded our marriage, it really helped us. Also counseling.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
But what you want to do is to be able to do that or in some form so that you can have that accountability there. It helps to keep you on track.
Yeah. Because
you could, rebrand and then y'all 2 months in and you're like, oh, this is great. And then your spouse does something. It's like, wait a minute, didn't we talk about that?
Yeah.
You ain't we supposed to be working this one out.
Ooh.
Well, if you didn't remember what it was,
ooh,
you can't hold that person accountable if they didn't remember.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And vice versa, because you're supposed to help each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Finding resources to create the marriage that you want. That can go into counseling. That could be YouTube videos like us. That could be books.
Yeah.
That can be workshops, marriage retreats. Any of those kinds of things will always help with trying to reset your marriage into where you want it to go.
No, I definitely agree because the resources actually show us the things that we probably hadn't thought of.
True.
Give us
True.
ideas on what we can do. Whether it can, and we're primarily talking about spirituality in this episode. So then, what ways that we can improve our spirituality in our marriage? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So with that said, and we're going to kind of close out, but with that said, I want to give some books.
Okay.
All right. So please go by, of course, our devotion.
Yes. Echoes of Faith. Faith. And
then also with that, go to, you can go online. At this point, you can get it anywhere. The Power of a Praying Wife, The Power of a Praying Husband.
Yes.
Those books, I dare say, saved our marriage.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
And I'll also say that I was arrogant at the time because I felt like I got Power of a Praying Wife to help him. I ain't need no help. And that is not at all what that book is about. And it literally changed my mind. I had to have a mind reset. Yeah. It literally changed how I thought. It changed my spiritual life and how I prayed. It changed so much. And in my change, our marriage changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. That's it's kind of the same impact I've had. Yeah. It generally what ends up happening. I mean, and it's not to say that that in our prayer life we don't grow closer.
You do.
But generally what happens if we are praying for each other, we're praying particularly for our spouse, that really that because we put them first.
Yeah. But it really starts with you.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. And so we encourage that.
Yes.
We encourage it.
I know in our case, I had The Power of a Praying Wife first. Remember that?
Yes.
And I talked so much about the book. Kenny went and found Power of a Praying Husband. Mm-hmm. We didn't even have it at first.
Nope.
So yeah, I will always recommend those books. Always, always, always. All right. So we've come to the end of this episode.
Yes. Yes. We're going to do our love lessons. Our lessons.
Oh, lessons. Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot them, didn't I? I was very closing out.
You sure were.
Make your marriage what you want it to be.
Yes. Yes.
And your marriage is your marriage.
Yeah.
Your marriage to your spouse don't look like nobody else's marriage.
Nobody else's.
Let me make that clear. Yeah. So make your marriage what you want it to be, you all together.
That's right. And then fight for it.
Yeah.
Fight for it. Fight for your family, your marriage, and for the two of you. Right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
trust God in the process. If you're going to change and rebrand your marriage, you want to trust God to help you do that.
Sometimes that path is scary looking.
Yes.
It can be scary looking.
It can be hard on the emotions.
Think for real, right? This is what you said earlier. I mean,
yes.
And oftentimes for real is for scary.
Yes. Be honest and be vulnerable though.
Yeah.
Because in the end it turns to be beautiful.
Yeah.
And you won't even recognize who you were.
Yeah.
Because it's an actual change.
Yeah.
If you do it right.
That's right. That's right. So, all right. So listen, we want to thank you guys for joining us on the Marriage Be Like podcast. Whether you are listening on envision-radio.com or if you're checking us out on wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's at Apple Podcast,
Spotify,
Amazon Music Podcast,
iHeart Radio.
Yes. And YouTube. Yeah. All the above.
Did we say Amazon?
Yeah, I said Amazon.
Did
Music
we say
podcast.
Apple?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to remember.
I sent that.
Okay.
So, yeah. So listen, we want to thank you so much. Listen, check us out on our website at marriagebelike.com, and you can even email us at Kenya at marriagebelike.com. You want to order the book Echoes of Faith. right? If you want to be on the podcast, we do love to have guests.
Yes, we do. We have guests sometimes.
Yeah. And a couple things.
Feedback.
Yeah, feedback. A couple other things here. Listen, the music that you hear right now, produced by our son, KEG Beats. All right, so we want to give him a shout out. And the Married to Be Like podcast is a production of Green Room Entertainment. We are a media production company. Check us out.
Award-winning media production company.
You can check us out at greenroomentertain.com.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a good week. Bye-bye.